Welcome at Supercomputing 2022 from Dallas. I'm here today with Alex Upton. Alex is working at the Swiss National Supercomputing Center. So Alex, first question for you. Why are you at Supercomputing this year?
Okay, so thank you. So I'm here because of my involvement in a couple of the European projects we have. So with the wider European community, more specifically, I have a presentation related to Brace, which is one of the big collaborations, let's say, we have, and also a presentation that's related to HPP, IC. So this is another big research community that we're involved in.
How well are these big European projects known in the US, do you think?
It's a good question. For sure, not so well. I mean, specifically, actually, when I had the Brace presentation before, the first question I asked was, how many of you heard of Brace? And unsurprisingly, those from the US actually didn't know. So, yeah, it's also not such a bad idea to raise awareness of this, because sometimes I think we sometimes tend to work in isolation and we don't know what the left, or it's an expression, right? Left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. And there are certain things that we can pick up from each other, right? For maybe things that we are doing in Europe, the US can pick up from all the things they're doing in the US. So yeah, for sure there are synergies and things we can learn.
So Alex, since how long are you working at CSCS?
For 3 years now, just over 3 years, yeah.
And what has been your career path? So when you apply, why did you apply at CSCS?
Okay, so actually before I was working at Scientific IT Services of ETH. So I was actually a project manager, but involved in, let's say, Swiss projects. And then I saw the opportunity particularly to get involved in Human Brain Project. As you know, Human Brain Project, a really large flagship project. You know, the biggest project in the history, or in terms certainly of funding for the European Commission, and yeah, this really sounded like a really, really exciting opportunity. So yeah.
If you would have to sell CSCS to young people to come to work with us, what do you think is the most important or major advantage of working at CSCS?
Okay, so the first thing I would highlight are the people. Because, as I always say, where you work, it always depends on the people, right? And for sure, we have a very diverse set of people who work. Also, the opportunity to play with some, technologies that perhaps in an environment that, so for example, if you're working in a major corporation, maybe you wouldn't have the same freedom and the same flexibility. So, yeah, I think, and also, I was a little bit, I have to be honest, when I first moved to Switzerland, I didn't like it so much, but after now living in Zurich for 6 years, I wouldn't move. So yeah, I think this is a little bit underrated sometimes. The opportunity to live in Switzerland, to work in Switzerland, that it's really, it is really a great place.
An exciting country to live with, very committed to innovation and technology. Alex, this is the question I ask everybody. Why is it important for you to come to a conference like Supercomputing?
Okay, so this is a nice question, because it's actually my first time at Supercomputing. So yeah, so I was really not quite sure what to expect. Okay, I heard stories, it's a large conference, there's lots of activities, lots of vendors, other supercomputing centers. And to give you an example, actually, just yesterday I met in person, finally, 3 or 4 people that, I don't know how many Zoom calls I'd had with them, or emails or whatever. And yeah, I mean, for sure you can't replace that, that physical face-to-face contact. I mean, there is something that's,
Yeah, I've heard that this is one of the largest supercomputing conferences. There are over 11,000 participants. So it looks like people really want to meet again, want to talk face-to-face and meet again. So Alex, thank you very much for your time. I hope you will continue to enjoy the conference and have fun.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.